going to show you how to fondant a cake today. First I'm going to show you some tools and ingredients that you're going to need. Some of the tools you're going to need are going to be frosting spatulas or angled spatulas. They help smooth out the frosting. We're going to need a knife to cut the cake. We are also going to need a smooth spatula to smooth out the fondant after it is on the cake. Going to need some foil, some cornstarch, going to need some frosting or buttercream. It's whatever you choose. We have some cakes. I got two 8-inch round cakes. And we also need a 10-inch round board. We're going to use this to put the cakes on top of. Last but not least, we are going to need the fondant. This is marshmallow fondant. We are going to color it today, so I'll show you how to do that as well. First step in this process, we are going to take our 10-inch round cardboard and some foil. We are going to cover the 10-inch round cardboard in the foil. Like so. The back doesn't have to be pretty, but now we are done with this for now, as well as the foil. No longer need the foil. Now we are going to prep our cakes. I did bake these yesterday. It is better to fondant a cake that has been baked previously. So we unwrapped both of them, put that one to the side. First thing we're going to do with our first cake is get the knife, and we are going to cut the cake to make it a flat surface. You just keep turning until it comes off. That to the side. Again, flat cake. Actually, I'm going to put some frosting on the foil. Then we're going to put the cake on top of the frosting so that way it doesn't move. Well, it doesn't move as much. So, okay. Then we're going to get a larger spatula. Get more of the frosting. Put it on the cake, smooth it out. Like so. Doesn't have to be perfect. We're now going to get our second layer of cake. And we are going to flip this one over. Since it already has a flat side on the bottom, I'm going to flip it over, place that on top, push down, make it as even as possible. Okay. Next thing we're going to do is get more frosting. Put it on top. Going to smooth it out. I think that looks pretty good. Not a lot of frosting, but there is quite a bit. So, done with the cake for now. Next thing we're going to do is color our fondant. So right now, our fondant is a little hard. I did make this myself by scratch. They do have the fondant in the boxes that you can buy from the store, but I prefer to make it because it tastes better. So at the end of the video, I will include the instructions on how to make the fondant. So since it is a little hard, what I'm going to do is throw it in the microwave for about 5 to 10 seconds, just depending on how long it takes to get soft. So 1 second. We'll go ahead and do that now. Okay, so I'm back. Put it in the microwave for about 15 seconds. Still a little hard, so grabbed a little bit of water. Just have to really just kind of put it on your fingers a little bit. It's not a lot. Then you're just gonna work it in. Then it becomes soft. Got stuck to the table. Okay, so it doesn't get stuck to the table. This is where our cornstarch actually comes in handy. Just spread some of the cornstarch on the table. It does make a mess, so beware. Okay. Cornstarch doesn't stick to the fondant, it doesn't give it any type of taste. So with this, fondant is ready to add some color. We got blue today. I was going to do pink, but my pink exploded. Just pretty much just put however many drops you want. The more drops you put, obviously, the darker it is going to be. Then you just keep on squishing it together. So I would say this is good for now. And get all my cornstarch back, spread out a little bit. I'm going to put this here. Move my cup of water. So this is the roller for the fondant. If you have a bigger one, you can use the bigger one. It's just the one that I have right now. So you just keep rolling the fondant. And you turn it. And if you prefer your cake to be sweet, you can leave it thick. If you want it thinner, you just keep rolling. So it actually looks like it might fit on my cake. It might be a perfect size. So we're going to put that to the side. I'm going to grab the cake. So the cake is ready to have the fondant put on it. Grab the fondant from the bottom and we're going to place it over the cake. And just smooth it down around the cake so that way you know what you have to cut off. And if you mess up, you can always just pick up the fondant and reposition it, but it is going to lift your frosting. So I do suggest that you try to get the fondant the size that you need it before you put it on the cake. If it looks too small, roll it out a little bit more. If it is too big, which mine is a little bit, but it's okay, you can always cut it off. So, and we get our flat surface. Actually, I do not know what this is called. And you just smooth it. Looks pretty smooth to me. Get your knife and you're going to cut around the bottom portion of the cake, the bottom edge. You can cut it close if you like. I like to cut it a little bit from the edge of the cake. Okay, so it is now cut. Put the knife away. And you pick up the remaining fondant, throw it back into your bowl. So now your cake has a little bit of the extra fondant on it, which is okay, because now you can just kind of tuck it under. I like to use the knife to tuck it under. I think it's easier. But this makes your cake look a lot nicer. Okay, so it is now complete. And at the end, you can actually use a paper towel and some water. One second, let me grab a paper towel. Sorry, not very prepared. Let's get some of the water, put it on the paper towel. Get the paper towel and wipe around the foil to take off any extra cornstarch or frosting that may be left behind. That's why I said you can put foil if you like. If not, you can leave it just on the cardboard. But I think it's easier to clean the frosting and cornstarch off with the foil. And to get the cornstarch off of the cake, just get the paper towel. You're going to wet it and just wipe the cake gently. Don't need to soak it, but you just So mine is a little bit too sticky. So I'm gonna just get some cornstarch on my fingers. Maybe if I had some. Just put it around the sticky parts. Let it kind of sit there, and then again, just slightly go over it. I put too much water in this spot, so that's why it got stuck. And that part right there actually got stuck again. So take that off, and we get a little bit more cornstarch. Paper towel again. The edges. And we are done. Now you know how to fondant a cake. Thank you for watching today, and hope you like it.